Narcissism is a term that refers to a psychological disorder characterized by an overvaluation of oneself, need for recognition and devaluation of others. It's a personality trait that falls on a spectrum, meaning some people are more narcissistic than others. Narcissistic personality disorder is a complex psychiatric condition that causes an individual to have a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a need for constant attention and adulation, and a lack of empathy. The term is derived from Narcissus, who according to Greek mythology, was a beautiful young man who aroused the love of the nymph. Echo. Someone who exhibits narcissistic traits may have a personality disorder known as narcissistic personality disorder. NPD. The characteristics of a narcissistic person include an overvaluation of self, need for recognition and devaluation of others. In addition, the narcissistic person has an inflated ego, lives in search of praise, recognition, and cannot listen to criticism. She has intense self-absorption and self-inflation, relentlessly seeking her own needs without concern for others. A narcissistic person has an inflated sense of self-worth and may have a personality disorder known as narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. She considers herself too important, doesn't take criticism well, and has an inordinate sense of her own success. The narcissistic person may also have a constant preoccupation with beauty, power, and success. Narcissism can affect a person's spiritual life, as a narcissistic person has an inflated ego, lives in search of praise, recognition, and cannot listen to criticism. This characteristic is understood as a disorder and usually affects all areas of life, including the spiritual life. Narcissism is an offspring of pride and vanity, a demonstration of psychic, moral, and spiritual immaturity and a great source of sadness. The myth of Narcissus warns us of the dangers of excessive self-love, self-absorption, and lack of empathy for others. A narcissistic person may lack empathy, expect special privileged treatment, have arrogant attitudes and poor social relationships, taking advantage of others for their own benefit. The treatment of narcissistic personality disorder is carried out through conversion psychotherapy. The treatment of narcissistic personality disorder is carried out through psychodynamic psychotherapy, cognitive therapy, and schema therapy. Narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for adulation, and lack of empathy. Diagnosis is by clinical criteria. Generally, people with narcissistic personality disorder are slow to seek help and often come to the doctor for secondary reasons. Treatment for narcissistic personality disorder is done with psychotherapy, which has shown good results for treating NPD-1. Cognitive therapy and schema therapy have been effective in treating narcissistic personality disorder 1. Treatment can help a person develop empathy, deal with criticism, and improve their interpersonal relationships. If this video was useful and you liked it, please put a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.